Hello, my friends. This is Mhelyssa. Thank you so much for joining us. Bienvenidos a todos. Yo soy Mhelyssa. Gracias por acompañarnos. Por favor, compartan. This is going to be a little bit of Spanglish and probably Russianglish. We'll see later. And wow, okay, we hear our guest. Do you know who she is? Well, let me tell you a bit of a clue. Okay. Before that, remember, go watch the rest of my interviews on YouTube. And my newest single will come out on October 15. Si una vez with Autumn's Midnight. Very nice. My guest is Nika Comet. She is a Russian singer. She's been living in the US, moving around the world. And I happened to find her music through Instagram. Bless the internet. So I remember seeing her singing under the rain. It was a nice video. It really caught my eye. And well, I continued seeing her later on some other accounts, female-fronted pages. I really like it when fans share pictures of singers like Nika and me, because other people get to find about us. So since I really want to know more about her, let's welcome Nika Comet.
Thank you.
Hello. Привет,
Hey,
Nika.
thank you. I'm really grateful to be here, to be invited to your podcast.
Of course it had to
And
be.
no, seriously, you can't even imagine how much it warms my heart to connect with other females, because it's pretty rare. You should agree, it's pretty rare, and that's why it's so.
And it is not that we don't want to, but we're so busy, right?
That too.
We're so busy. We're multitasked. And well, me too. I feel the same. And that is why this year I started inviting more and more singers. I still am so grateful for all the singers that have accepted. And when you said yes, and I always said, "Oh, Nika is so nice." I watched some of your live streams, and well, the fans love you, and now I love you too. And I really want to know more about you. So I prepared this quick trivia. I hope you're ready.
Oh yes, let's do it.
Very nice. So it's a fast thing. Don't worry about the answers. Let's begin. Money or free time?
Free time.
Forest or beach?
Forest.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Harley Quinn or Wonder Woman?
Harley Quinn.
Ninjas or pirates?
Pirates.
Travel to the past or to the future?
Future.
Reality show or YouTube tutorial?
Reality show.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy, totally.
Peach or Zelda?
Wait, who was the first one?
Peach.
Zelda, I guess.
Big or small party?
Big party.
To listen to people's thoughts or to animal thoughts?
People's thoughts.
Invisibility or shape-shifting?
Shape-shifting.
Super speed or time freezing?
They're basically the same, right? Let's go for super speed.
Nice. Sith or Jedi?
Jedi. Yeah, I'm on
Call.
the light.
Yeah. Call or text?
Call.
Boots or heels? Boots with
Convert.
heels. Okay. Wash the dishes or hand wash clothes?
Clothes.
Lara Croft or Samus?
Lara Croft.
To fly or to teleport?
To fly.
Dogs or cats?
Ah, man. Both, totally.
To play any instrument or to speak any language?
Well, I do both, so.
That's done. Okay, check. Dinosaurs or aliens?
Aliens.
Blue pill or red pill? Is it frozen? Can you hear us, Nika? Very well. We'll wait for her to go back to the connection. Please remember, and if you're here and you don't speak English, I'm going to say this in Spanish. Gracias, gracias amigos por conectarse. Si tienen preguntas, escríbanlas aquí debajo. Las vamos a estar leyendo más adelante. Y, pues muy bien, les recuerdo entrar a todas las plataformas, agregarme y a mí, también a Nika, a sus playlists. Si tienen alguna petición, adelante. Aquí estamos y las vamos a leer.
I'm back.
There she is. Very nice.
I'm so sorry.
Maybe you
I
took the
guess I had the
pill
power.
and you went away.
I'm sorry if I went right back into the Matrix.
Exactly. Well, there's one more question. Into the Matrix or out of the Matrix?
Oh, baby, out of it. Out of it.
Yes, that's Nika's, well, Chase the Comet's album. Very nice.
Yes. Yes, our
well,
latest.
Congratulations, you passed. It's not like you could fail. No, you couldn't. How do you feel?
It was great. It was great. And the power outage kind of got me all in the middle, like, okay, what's going on now? Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the light went out for a second and then it went right back in, and I'm like, oh, wait a second, I just jammed.
These things happen. Or
yeah.
Maybe
well,
we were being watched by the Matrix. Let's not mention it anymore. Now, well, I have a few questions for you to find out more about your music, but I have been listening to your songs and I found very different styles. That's something refreshing. I like it. And you don't close to different genres, different languages. I heard English, Russian. Have you ever sung in other languages?
Well, not in our songs, but I also speak French and hablo un poquito de español.
Muy bien.
Justo para comprar mis burritos vegetarianos.
From this moment, the interview will be in Spanish.
Well, my Spanish is not that good, you know. When I try to speak, everybody's like, "Oh, your pronunciation is so good." So they start speaking really fast to me. I'm like, I'm not that good.
Perfecto. No, well, we should practice maybe in the end of the interview, but feel free to answer in Spanish every time you feel like, hey, I can say this in Spanish. Because most of my followers speak Spanish.
So are we gonna talk about food?
Yeah. Do you want to skip to that?
Hablamos de comida.
Comida. You like comida mexicana? ¿Te gusta?
Ah, sí, me gusta la comida. Me gusta la comida mexicana.
Example? Well, already said burritos.
Burritos y tamales veganos.
Veganos, sí.
Sin
de elote.
Sin queso.
Corn.
Pero es muy difícil de now I forgot how to say find, and my French is messing with my Spanish, you know, that's always a problem. So
sí,
yeah.
Me imagino que es difícil encontrar comida mexicana vegana.
Yeah, that
Even when
it's
it's
true.
something like beans, they are cooked with pork or something. So be careful.
Yeah, but we're fans, you know. My husband who plays in the band with me, we're fans. We love food. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, people. What?
Have you
You
tried
guys
nopales?
understand?
Nopales. It's a
What's that?
cacti.
What'd you say?
Have you tried nopales? They are these cactus shaped like flat circles. They have spikes. Do you have to remove them? The thorns?
Oh, yeah, I bought those and I added them to my smoothies a little bit
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, like green juice. Yes, very good, very
Mhm.
good for detox. Yeah.
Yeah. We actually used to live in a Mexican neighborhood back in LA, so you know, we did everything. We ate Mexican food all the time. We drank micheladas, you know, and we love it. We used to listen to Mexican music all the time, like every day, because our
Any
neighbors would
examples? A Mexican
know.
artist?
I'll be honest with you. It's been 5 years we lived there. If we still can't distinguish songs, like I'm sorry. I mean, we love them, and we play them here too. You know, like when we miss our neighbors.
Oh.
Because yeah, for everybody to understand, it's been a few months since we flew back to Russia, and Mhelyssa mentioned here that we travel all over the world. Well, in fact, we don't. We spent 5 years in the U.S. Without seeing our family, and you guys understand how important that is, right? Because you know our cultures are kind of similar, you know, values wise. And now we're in Russia. We've been in here for 2 months. So that's why I'm saying we used to. That's why I'm saying like now, because I kind of have two different eras of my life changing.
Are you planning on staying in Russia, or is it temporary?
We're going to be here for a little more while. You see, the problem is with COVID. Everything is so difficult right now. And we need to get our American visa, but Russia and America are kind of like on the spikes right now. So the American
their vaccine.
well, it's not only about the vaccine. The American embassy in Russia does not work. It's like it's not functioning, and that's why we have to go to another country to get a visa. So it's kind of complicated. Well, I think we're going to stay here for a few more months, and then we'll see, you know, how it goes all over the world, because nobody can plan anything far ahead.
Personally, I want to get the Russian visa, but I'm still waiting to save up some money so I could go there. And well, with the traveling around the world to get to your house, you traveled half the world. So Russia is far away, and we love it. That's why I studied Russian here in my town. One day I will go and practice over there. Maybe we could practice your Spanish, my Russian.
Okay, yeah,
I would also love to invite you to do a collaboration. Maybe we could, you know.
Okay, let's see what we can come up with. Totally.
Yes. Well,
cheers.
Well, I'd be glad. Cheers. Very nice. Now, before you started this project, Chase the Comet. And, well, what were you doing musically?
Well, actually, Chase the Comet is our third band. We've been in a band together for, oh my God, it sounds horrible, but 16 years. My husband and I.
It's not bad.
Well, it's a lot.
It makes you professional.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell myself, you know. But yeah, so we've been doing music here in Russia. We had our first band. We went to the finals of a TV show here in Russia, like a big TV show for bands. Then we went to the finals. And
which one?
You mean the title of the show?
No?
No, it was before The Voice. It was in 2008. And it was a TV show on one of the central channels. doesn't really matter what it was called because it was not a franchise TV show. And then we released an album and changed our band name. Ta-da!
Oh.
Yeah. So we
Strategy.
changed our name, did some stuff with another band, performed at like biggest festivals here in Russia. And then we always wanted to go to the US, you know, because we always played very American music. Like everybody who would hear us, they would say, "Oh, well, that doesn't sound Russian at all," you know. And then I started writing in English as well. And we decided to try our chances, you know. In 2016, we went to LA, and yeah, started.
Was it a big change? What was the first shock?
Oh man, it was horrible. Like literally, it was horrible. It was very stressful. We lost money. We were cheated when we were trying to rent an apartment. We didn't know what to do. We didn't have money. We didn't have where to live. Fortunately, there were amazing people around, and that only proves, how many amazing and helpful people there are. You just have to, look for them. And so we were helped by a lot of people like that. Somebody helped us find a job. The other person let us live at his place, and we were just browsing and surfing from couch. Yeah, and eventually, I mean, it all kind of worked out. Of course, there's always obstacles, and it's just hard when you try to play in a band. It's hard to get everybody's priorities straight.
Yeah, to rehearse, for example. But yes, now you can look back into this and see it like a nice story. But I guess it was difficult during the moment.
It was, but now I'm writing a book in Russian. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna translate it, but I'm pretty sure people would want to to read it.
I want to read it.
I wanna first finish it in Russian, because I have to like make myself do it every day, and it's getting harder and harder to remember, because I started writing it like 3 years ago, and now I'm reading through the first pages, and I'm like, oh shit, now I don't remember this, but it's already in the book, so I really can see how memories just disperse, and that's
so
why I'm like,
fast
okay,
before you forget.
Yeah,
more.
I need to put it on paper.
Do you have the title for the book?
Well, it's like a draft title. It's called Californication. Like Red Hot Chili Peppers song. And like the series. I don't know. I probably should change it because there's already so many things with such a title, but we'll see.
Mix it with something.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. But I know that you were doing other things, like being in a movie with Dumbledore.
Yeah.
What was that like? I know he was not Dumbledore back then.
Yeah. For everybody else, it was Richard Harris, the actor who played Albus Dumbledore in the first 2 Harry Potter movies, and then he unfortunately passed away. So he was replaced by Michael Gambon. Yes, I'm a huge nerd.
She knows the names. But was this movie shot where you lived back then?
Yeah. It was back in Russia. I was 7 years old. And this all happened absolutely randomly because my mom is an actress. And she was an actress at that time. She was working at a theater. It was not even in Moscow. It was like 500 kilometers from Moscow, my hometown, Nizhny Novgorod. So the troupe of her theater was hired to be extras in the movie. And the movie was actually directed by a very famous director here in Russia. He actually even won an Oscar for the best international movie. And so my mom didn't have nowhere to leave me and no one to leave me with. So she just took me with her and I was just hanging around. Like I literally, like with the other kids, with the other actor kids, I was just running around, you know, and the director saw us running and he was like, I wanted the kids in the movie. So he changed the script in the night. The next day, he brought the script and he was like, okay, well, I want you guys to find costumes for these kids. And so we were dressed up, you know, in a matter of like hours and brought to the place. And like, I mean, I was 7.
Yeah,
so
what was it like being a child, knowing that you were going to be in a movie? Maybe you didn't know what was going on.
No, I knew what was going on. I was definitely in it. And it was, you know, part of the game. It was actually really, you know, fulfilling to be actually useful, not just run around, but to be actually in the movie. Oh. And the funniest was that a lot of people, you know, a lot of actors were, you know, they felt that like they really wanted to be in, you know, to get a close up or whatever.
And then you have it.
I do, yeah. And so the fun part is that when they finished the movie, it was like 7-something hours. So obviously that couldn't, you know, that couldn't be.
Yes, they always cut out many things.
Yeah, so they cut out more than a half. Come on, it was 7-something hours and they made it to 3. And so my mom was like, well, I'm pretty sure they cut you out. And then
for you not to be disappointed.
Well, at that moment I did not really like care about that.
yeah
Full prove all my classmates that I was not lying, you know.
I'm famous now.
Yeah, some actors were cut out, you know, they had like roles and shit.
And then happens. But then
my
goes up the movie there, right? And you find your face there. Did you first watch it on a big screen or on a TV?
I just watched the moment where I was in, but to be honest with you, I never watched the whole movie.
Maybe it was not for children.
It was not.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that was very fortunate. Congratulations. But nothing compared to what you're doing now. Please continue creating. Please, everyone, keep sharing this live stream. Leave your questions. I'm reading some of them, and I will ask Nika later. But thank you so much for joining us every week. So I don't know if you, Nika, have seen one of the previous interviews. But between all the questions I prepared for you, I'd like to know what comes first. As a songwriter, I want to know music or lyrics.
It really depends. I'm pretty sure it's the same with you. Sometimes it's the music that just comes into your head and the melody that you start singing, and then you understand it's pretty good. So you
have to write something.
Phone. Yeah, and you record it because otherwise you'll forget.
Yes.
And then sometimes it comes with the lyrics, and sometimes it would be like, okay, well, here's the topic that I really want to work.
Need to write about this topic.
Yeah. And going back to Out of the Matrix, by the way, so this is our latest album, 2019, and Alex first came up with the name of the album. He was like, okay, well, this is going to be the name of the album, and we should probably write the title song. And then, yeah.
So you were inspired by the title, not the other way around. It's also interesting.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh man, like, I don't know what to write for this.
But I guess it was challenging.
It was so damn challenging because, you know, some songs, you don't write them from inspiration. You write them, man, this is a very ugly metaphor, but you literally have to poop them out. Like,
yes. A big list of ideas, yes.
yeah, you have to like work on it. And it doesn't make them worse. It actually makes them more thoughtful because they're less emotional, let's say, But that's why, our songs are so different because we listen to a lot of music and
Exactly. So different, I think.
we want to write a lot of songs on different topics. Like, I don't want to be the person who only sings about like love and breakup. Man, I've been with my man for almost 14 years. Like, I almost
Don't remember
forgot what
about heartbreak.
to, yeah, to go through a heartbreak. So I
Mhm.
want to write about something that's relevant and at the same time about something that bothers me. Like, we have a song 2020, which was almost like a prophecy because we wrote about bullshit going on in 2020. you know and that song was also very challenging to write because I wanted to write about like how we're feasting on the planet, how like trees
Mhm.
are cut out and how people are literally like choking and
Mhm.
see, and then COVID comes and then
Well, be
the George
careful
Floyd.
when writing about 2022. Be careful.
Oh,
Please write good things. Write good things. Festivals coming back.
right, yeah. Next time,
Yes.
yeah, we can do that.
Okay, well, right now, I know in different countries, festivals are behaving differently. In Mexico, we don't have so many festivals going on right now. What about in Russia?
Man, Russian people are so funny, honestly. Like, they don't give a shit about COVID. For
Maybe
real.
you don't have any COVID anymore. It's gone.
I do. They do. And, it's funny how there's signs everywhere that you have to wear masks. And then, like, more than 50% of the people don't give a shit. They don't wear masks. Sometimes,
Ni nada, ni nada.
right, you can be asked to wear a mask, but it's not like in America where everybody's just freaking out about that.
Mhm.
And I understand that every fact and every situation has downsides and upsides. Like, personally for me, I enjoy not wearing a mask, right? I have my vaccine. I had COVID in January, so as much as I can be protected, I hope to believe that I am protected. I know that it's not 100%, but at the same time, man, I want to live my life. Like, I don't want to spend another year cowering at home, and,
Mhm.
and just completely falling out of my social life, for real. So, yeah. And from what I heard, Mexicans are also very chill about COVID, or prove me wrong.
Yeah, well, in some states more than others, but at least events, promoters, they are not really organizing concerts or anything. So that's a little bit of a difference, maybe, because
Yeah,
we are in the process of getting everyone vaccinated. But
right.
depending on where you work, you are required to wear a mask. I go to school wearing my mask. And yeah, it is so annoying. I
It
don't
is.
feel myself when I take it off in my face like this. So yeah, as soon as I can, I remove it. I totally understand.
Yeah, well, in Russia, they don't allow like big festivals, but
Hmm.
some smaller events take place. For example, we played an acoustic show right away. We have
Hmm.
another um, full
Oh yeah,
band
yeah, you
show.
announced it. I think I saw the dates, or maybe you may announce it.
Yeah, well, I don't know if anybody who's watching come up to our show here in Moscow, but if you can, I'll be happy to see you. For everybody else who's watching us all over the world, I would like to invite you to our live stream next Saturday, actually, in exactly a week on October 9th. We are going to do
Yes.
a big Facebook live stream. We're going to play an acoustic show. We have this acoustic program called Bohemian Acoustic. We're going to all dress up. We have a professional studio that we're renting out. It's going to be, very good sound. We have a professional audio engineer and video engineer working on this live stream. And we have 2 more musicians joining us for it. It's going to be pretty cool, I believe. And it's going to be on our Facebook page, Chase the Comet. That's my band name. So, yeah, if you're interested,
we will be
you're
there.
in it.
Yes.
So.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm so happy that you are doing more music. Thank you. Thank you, because the fans appreciate it. Also, I appreciate bands or simply just artists that make videos. And you have many. I really like it when the singers, the musicians dress up. So another thing that you love to do. I saw you as Harley Quinn, and then as an elf. I don't know. I love dressing up myself as well. Sometimes I do cosplay, and it is so funny. It is so funny. People like to see it, and then they listen. So whether it is for the looks or for the sound, they stay and watch, right?
I hope so. I mean, we don't really have a lot of people in the band, so we should be stay entertaining. We should be different. That's what I think. And also, I feel like our generation, we're all more kids, than the previous generation. So we're all into like fantasy or video games or anime. Everybody has their own thing. And for example, Alex and I, we love anything made for kids. I worked as a Disney princess for 5 years. We love video games. We play all the time, and we're huge Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter nerds, and like Marvel and shit. So yeah, we try to bring that into what we create because we love it. And so we believe that, our fans love it too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and it brings magic into the music and the concert. I love it. So I also saw the videos, the production, and I think that you have this aesthetic sensibility. And I would like to know what videos are your favorite from other musicians. 1, 2 videos, maybe.
Man, it's hard to say about videos specifically.
Back in the day, they used to have big productions, remember, on MTV?
It's hard to just, say it off the top of my head.
Very nice. If you ever remember, you may tell me.
Right, of course, yeah.
Very nice. And then, when was the first time you ever dressed up? Was it for Disneyland?
No, not really. Well, since I mentioned my mom is an actress, as a kid, I was dressing up. I actually had played a role because I was singing in a choir, and I had the role of the cat, like the.
So say rock number 2. Rock number 2. Cat, yeah, you were a kitty.
Yeah, it all started there, I guess, and I was always playing like. Remember that? Oh my God, the Black Cape Duck. That animated movie, like there was Donald Duck and then there was the Black Cape guy.
Okay. No, I don't remember.
I was the Black Cape all the time. Like my friend and I were playing out Black Cape. I would put like some cloth on top of my back and I would be like, I'm the Black Cape flying on the wings of night. Like
the artist in you was there.
Right. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of like since I was a child.
Yeah. And do you plan to continue acting if somebody invites you?
I would love to. I just honestly, I don't want to go to like auditions and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm expressing myself in our videos. That's why most of our plots are actual plots, not just
yes.
Because I feel like, okay, well, I would love to just create this and, bring this to life. But I'm not ready to like get into a competitive field to
Right.
compete with aspiring actors, especially after living in LA,
There's so
where
many.
everybody either an actor or a musician or a model or a photographer.
Yeah.
It's like no other way.
Right. And then a waiter, a waitress. Right. I also love
Gotta
acting. I'm a frustrated actress. And I do that. I act in my videos, I dress up, I portray characters.
Yeah,
That's
at
fun.
least you know what? We can just direct the shit ourselves, like
Yeah.
nobody's telling us what to do and get like a shitty role. Come on. And that's what I told Alex.
Of
I'm like,
course.
this is my band. And if I want to be in the main cast, I am going to be,
Yeah.
because I have to have some fun.
Yeah, of course. You have the lead because it's your movie. And I liked
Right.
it. Ray John, was it the name, right? It was
Like,
short movie. Yes.
yeah. There's a little crossover that we did between Marvel and DC.
It was so cool that the others accepted, not just you.
Yeah, we did. We did Harley Quinn and the Joker. Alice and I dressed up as Harley Quinn and the Joker, and then the drummer was Deadpool. So, yeah, if you guys ever seen it, check it out. It's called Rage Inside.
I love the final scene when you come walking. Very, very cinematographically. Well, like the movies.
Cinematic. Thank you.
Even though you say, Russia has their style of music, right? I love so many Russian bands. Well, since I studied the language, I was discovering many bands. I don't know if you know them in person because maybe you know them by name. Bitva, Zveri, Bianca, Slot, Lube, Tattoo, of course.
Nice.
The last one, I saw you making a cover with Elena Scissorhands, all the things you said. Mm-hmm. It was cool to see that different version of the song.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we did that. We thought, okay, well, there's two Russian-speaking singers.
Yes, but
why don't we?
I was wishing for it to be in Russian. I was like Russian. Yes,
Right. Well, we were talking about having the second verse and the second chorus doing them in Russian, but then Lena was like, "No, let's do it in English," And since they're a bigger band, we have to find a compromise. So
yeah, it's the fans all over the world. Even Russians study English, we know. But I am more fond of the Russian versions of Tattoo, personally. Very nice. Well, we got to the second game. I hope you're ready. There's another game, yes. I will read you a phrase, and you have to answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. You have only 5 seconds. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Anime character you identified with?
I only know one, Naruto.
Favorite cartoon from your childhood?
Lion King.
Food that you cook best?
Spaghetti.
Celebrity crush?
Oh man, I forgot his name. You know the guy from Hunger Games? The guy that helps, who dies in the end?
A spoiler. No. Okay, we'll watch it. Favorite superhero?
Oh my god.
Anti-hero. What?
Captain America?
Okay, nice. Useless talent.
My useless talent. Pimples, pushing pimples out.
Okay. Becoming handy. Nervous tick.
My eye.
Okay. A must-have backstage.
Water.
Country that you'd like to visit right now.
The one where the U.S. Embassy is open.
Musical muse.
Musical news. Just in general or ours?
Yours.
We're recording a new album.
I meant like who inspires you.
Oh, musical influence. All right, Muse.
Nice. Favorite sport.
Dressage, equestrian.
Series you're watching.
La Casa de Papel.
Muy bien. Song for the gym.
Breathe Carolina plus Danny Warsnub Sellouts.
Muy bien. Hobbit favorito. Favorite Hobbit.
Samwise Gamgee.
Very good. Weirdest job you've had.
Party princess.
Roller coasters, yay or nay?
Yay.
Language that you'd like to learn.
Improve my Spanish.
Extreme sport you would practice.
Skydiving.
Favorite musical artist we wouldn't expect you like.
Ella Fitzgerald.
How many instruments do you play?
2.
Band you'd like to see reunited.
Blink-182.
Oh, last song you listened to.
Man, I don't remember. It was Michael Jackson. It was a funk playlist.
Okay, Michael Jackson. Someone you wish to collaborate with.
Oh, Danny Warsnub.
Musical discovery. Oh, sorry.
Asking Alexandria for those who do not know. Okay,
no.
Next.
Musical discovery of the year.
None.
Okay. Homework. Ta-da! Well, we finished the game. Very nice, Nika. Большое спасибо, Nika. Это было очень хорошо. Я люблю твою музыку.
Just a quick question. Do you prepare the trivia every time for every next guest?
I change a few things, yes. I try to personalize it.
I love it. Yeah, great job. It was really fun.
Wow, that's a point. I hope we both have fun. And I was thinking, what would I like to be asked by other people, right? So that's why I made this format. Tired a little bit from the same old. And I hope you had a good time.
Oh,
Please,
totally.
Everybody follow Chase the Comet, Nika Comet, buy their merch, and include their music into your playlists everywhere. Go to her Bohemian Acoustic on October 9, live on Facebook or in Moscow, you know. And well,
thank you so much. Yeah.
I want to collaborate with you somehow. Anyway, I can help you.
Let's see what we can come up with. And it was a total pleasure. And if any of my fans are watching this, guys, Mhelyssa is also singing in a band. And we actually just figured out that it's just so cute that we both, work with our husbands as a couple, and we have our musical projects. And I feel like this is a thing, actually, women collaborating with their man and just creating this something having both female and male energy and just doing things together. And it really warms my heart when I meet talented couples like ours, and it's great, especially, when I was telling somebody that we're having this interview tonight, and I was saying, okay, yeah, well, there's this girl there in Mexico, and I'm here in Russia, and we are going to talk. And when I start thinking about it, it just blows my mind. And it's amazing that we have this opportunity and that we can connect with each other, being on literally different sides of the globe.
Exactly. It's a privilege. I'm so honored. Thank you so much. And I would like to practice more Russian. So maybe we can call again later.
Любое время.
Очень приятно. Я люблю тебя. Это было очень хорошо.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks to your husband Louis for helping us with the live stream. And yeah, thanks to everybody who watched. I was not able to see any comments, if there were any. But
they were mostly hellos, yes. Mm-hmm.
I will definitely read through them later. And yeah, I appreciate you, Mhelyssa, spending the most of your time with me, and the time that anybody who joined in spent with us.
Dobry wieczór. This is night for you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Bye, everyone. Please stay tuned, because next week we will be having another talented singer, just like Nika. And the name is Justine. Her band is Elios. I hope you know about that. And see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.